Hi everyone, welcome to In Vegas TV. Subscribe to this channel for more videos.
Hello everyone, welcome to newspaper review on In Vegas TV. My name is Ifelua Olomitoba. Here are today's headlines. Nigerian Tribune. NSAS panel established killings in Lekki. Government set up 4-man panel on white paper. The Nation. Federal government ASUU on war path over unmet demand. Vanguard. NSAS panel report indicts army police over Lekki shootings. The Punch. ASUU threatening fresh strike, says agreed 22 billion allowance unpaid. End allowance not that of an association, says education minister. Hold government responsible if we go on another strike, says lecturers. That is all on today's headline.
Good morning, ma'am.
What is your name?
My name is Akidale Benga Joseph.
What is your take on the issue of ASUU threatening for fresh strike over the unpaid 22 billion allowance?
Like I used to say, when the foundation spoiled, what will the righteous do? On this note rather, I will say that the government of Nigeria is being built on lies, and that's what's affecting us now. ASUU strike today, ASUU strike tomorrow, ASUU strike next tomorrow, ASUU strike next month. When they go to round table, I believe issues ought to be resolved before any other thing. But the government will take the ASUU to the round table. By the time before we know any, maybe after a week or 2 weeks again, we'll be hearing threatening of striking again from the ASUU. Why? The agreement is not being met. What they agreed upon is not being implemented. Why? You see that the money is not there for them. In a situation whereby our president is budgeting 228 billion plus into feeding alone, it shows that they don't count our education. Our education doesn't has any meaning to them, and this is very, very disheartening. It's very disheartening, man. I will urge them to please, because they do say, even our forefather years back, century back, they will always come up and say that youth are the leaders of tomorrow. During their own age, the people in front of them, the ancestors, said youth are the leaders of tomorrow.
Is he the leader of tomorrow?
Today they are the leader now, but they are not given an enabling environment, enabling room for we youth of today to become leader of tomorrow. Imagine. And the English people say education is the bedrock of any success, but they are not giving room to our education. They have bastardized the educational sector. Imagine that. It shows that we don't have leaders in this country. We only have God Almighty.
I think it is long overdue. They have been fighting for this money to be paid for long, and the government is not ready to pay it. Now the government, they have destroyed our education in this country. The education is nothing to write home about. They want this money so that there can be researches in the higher institution, so that the students will be better. In a situation where you have somebody that read mechanical engineer, a professor of mechanical engineer who cannot even diagnose what is wrong with his car, it's a terrible thing. So they want all these things so that we can go on research and be productive. We are not productive. We are a consuming nation, and it is a terrible thing as far as this nation is concerned. So they should pay them, and they should also monitor them so that the university system should be able to make use of it to carry out research and use it for what they collected it for, so that we will have a better nation.
How can the federal government and the school authority have the issue being solved out?
Well, it depends. It's like the school have been on the federal government, but the federal government are not faithful. They are not sincere. They are not sincere to the university. They kept on dribbling them, thinking they can have their way on, or in the course of that thing stop their agitation. But I think they should press more, and if it is not possible, they should shut down the university.
Do you think it will solve the problem of the education?
Let it be known to the whole world that the whole university in Nigeria have been paralyzed just because the federal government are not ready to fund it.
And my issue for that thing is that whether the Nigerian university sit together to look forward the way the Nigerian education will go better, because if we go on strike, it can affect a lot of students in the higher institution in Nigeria.
What is the solution to eradicate the issue of strike happening in the education sector?
It causes a lot of things in this country if we continue like that, because I know the number of years I spent in university before I finish it. It's not easy to waste a time for study. It's not okay at all. I want to find solution for this problem so that can easy for all the students can go better in time, can go higher to serve, or to whether we want to be a plan in the future.
Do you think going on strike by the ASUU now will solve the problem of the issue of education?
Strike or no strike, quite social issue of education, because every day the thing affecting. I beg the both federal and organizing university level to go on that table to issue this problem, to stop this problem among themselves, to not affect the students in Nigeria.
We can't blame ASUU so much, because from what I could information at my disposal through the newspapers and through announcements on radio, federal government and ASUU has agreed, and federal government has agreed that they will pay that money. So I don't see any reason why they cannot keep to simple agreement. Assuming there is no agreement, that's a different case, but they've had agreements together. So it just shows that the federal government themselves, they don't know how to manage the resources of Nigeria, because if federal government is failing in their agreements, then what do you expect from state governments? What do you expect from other arms of something? I think something is wrong in the present system or in the present government that we have at federal level, because there are a lot of things going wrong, both insecurity and other things. Everything are interrelated.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
What is your name?
I'm Mr. Tolope Ayomihowa.
What is your own take on the issue of ASUU threatening for fresh strike over the 22 billion allowance not being paid?
The ASUU issue is quite unfortunate, and I think for we are close to 30 years now, we have been back and forth with the issue of ASUU. Every administration in Nigeria is always having problems with ASUU. So I think it's a fundamental problem in this country, you understand? We should have, I don't know if we are going to have a holistic sectoral solution to this ASUU crisis, you understand? If it's maybe having a dialogue or a conference or whatever, let us solve this ASUU issue once and for all. Because when Buhari needs power now, another administration comes, the ASUU committee will continue to arise. So let us solve this problem once and for all. If it means government is going to take its hands off the education sector, let government do it. In the United States, almost 95% of their universities are owned by individuals. You understand? They are owned by foundations, endowments. That is how universities are run globally. It's in Nigeria that government owns universities. You understand? Let us find a solution to it. If ownership is the problem, let the government at least remove himself from running of universities, because we are not going to use public resources to run universities abroad. Universities are run by endowments, private individuals, charities, foundations. You understand? And even former students of the university, they support the university, they have endowments. So why can't we replicate that at the university level? Even myself, I'm looking at the situation whether in the future I may organize a higher conference university program, you understand, so that we can solve this ASUU. It's as if some people just enjoy this ASUU federal government issue. every year in fact virtually every year for the last 30-40 years. It has been a recurring decimal, so we should find a permanent solution to it. If government knows they cannot reach an agreement, don't go into agreement with somebody you know you cannot fulfill this agreement, you understand? So it's as if, I don't know, it's a problem that we are having. So let us solve this problem once and for all, and let us move forward. A solution is needed. That's what I feel.
This is where we put an end on today's edition on newspaper review on Vegas TV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at Niger Vegas TV. See you next time. Remain blessed.